Welcome to the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup for this round 13 clash live from Dick Burwell Oval. Nelson Bay Marlin versus the Singleton Roosters. I'm Ivan Spurs and of course with me Gary Birkinshaw. Gary, welcome to what is going to be another cracking day of AFL football.
Yeah, great to be back up here at Nelson Bay. A bit windy today, but the sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky, so we should be in for a really good game of football. And Ivan, you sound a bit croaky, mate. Big week.
Yeah, I've got the 0055 voice on today, so ladies, just settle. That's all good. But
yeah, so anyway, but look, it should be a big game today, Nelson Bay. They're playing in front of a big crowd today. They're having a reunion tonight for their 1984-1994 premiership side, so they've got over... And you will certainly get used to that as the day goes on, as well as the Sirens right next door to us. And yeah, so they've got the reunion on the 20 and 30-year reunion. So they've got over 100 people going to their anniversary dinner tonight. So a big call out, shout out to all those premiership winners. Great achievement and back here to celebrate tonight.
yeah, it's always nice to get the old boys back in the room together, and the stories just get bigger and better every year goes by. So no doubt some of those stories are going to be fantastic later on this evening. But yeah, no, it is good. Always a good crowd up here at Nelson Bay. And this is a really, really important game for them, Gary. They win today against the Roosters, and all of a sudden, there's a big game next week against Cardiff. So they've really got to make the most of today's game, Nelson Bay, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. And look, they would have been buoyed from their last outing, which was 2 weeks ago against Terrigal of Ochre up here. They pushed them all day before being eventually just a bit outclassed the last quarter. They had last week off, so they'll be pretty fresh. And up against the Singleton side, who had a pretty tough encounter last week against Warners Bay, but they put in a really good showing. Got themselves within 8 points of winning the game, and then just at the end, a couple of late goals got Warners Bay over the line. So they will come here again, pretty confident of another good performance. Whether they've got the personnel on the paddock today to test the Nelson Bay, which is talking to their team manager, apart from probably 2 players, are nearly at full strength.
Well, they did only meet a few rounds back, 1 month ago, in fact, and Nelson Bay ran out 17-point winners, so a good win to the Bay, but look, not really dominating, so it should be another fairly tight encounter I'd expect today. But you're right, Singleton weren't a bad side last week for about 20 minutes, but it was the rest of the day that they went a little bit missing. But they've certainly got some good players out on the park. There are missing a few again, which is just the case with Singleton, but that's no excuses for them. They need to come out there and give themselves a good showing.
Yeah, look, you mentioned that last game about a month ago, the 17-point, but that highlight from a Singleton on that day was the performance of Jimmy Byers on debut, kicked 7 goals. Unfortunately for the Roosters, he's not out there today, nor is Chris Thompson, who provides that other focal point up forward. So I'm looking at a Singleton side at the moment, and I'm really looking at where their goals are going to come from, Ivan. You look through there, no doubt Bo Minard, he'll be up forward. It'll be interesting to see where Coach Hillier plays Sam Brassington. He started up forward last week and then went in the middle. Was a very influential player for him, but I think they need to clone him and have him at a few places, have him forward, back and in the middle if they can. But that's going to be the biggest test. Because I think, while looking at a Nelson Bay side, I think they've got plenty of goals in them. And so that's what Singleton's test is going to be, is that they can kick a winning score.
And as you said, they'll want to impress in front of the old boys. A couple of other games today as well. Warners Bay are travelling to visit Newcastle City, and Terrigal of Ochre are taking on Cardiff at Terrigal of Ochre's home ground. So a couple of other good games, and certainly games that are going to make an influence on the ladder as we start getting to the business end of the season.
Yeah, look, you talk about the Terrigal of Ochre Cardiff game, first versus fourth, and Cardiff have just been devastated with injuries to their key midfielders. They've got Liam Gibson's out, Bo Heaney's out, and Jason Adlington. Adlington and Heaney look like they're going to miss the rest of the season, so that's really going to hurt their midfield. And if you want to decide to have your team missing your midfield, is not against Terrigal, because their midfield is as strong.
They will make the most of it. And now, quickly, field umpires: Lockie Head, Jacob Bateman, Lee Mills. Boundary umpires: Colin Goodenough, Jacob Johnson, and goal umpires: Rachel Goodenough and Jodie Jackson.
Yep, should be a good game, Ivan. Who's your tip?
I think the Bay are going to be too strong today, Gaz.
Yeah, I think I'll have to agree with you there. We're about to get underway. Umpire Mills is going to throw the ball in the air. Chris Collier from Singleton are kicking to the right of screen in their red and white up against Ryan Mudd, Nelson Bay, and it's Mudd who gets the first tap of the ground. Goes back in there. Thompson's got his head over the ball. He picks it up. Immediately tackled by Collier. Knocked forward in the direction of Nelson Bay. They've got the numbers there as Thompson butters up again. In a bit of a pack there. Thompson's on the ground. Wilkes is in over the top. And Umpire Mills is going to call in for a ball up.
Yeah, pretty even contest up front, straight up the start the game off.
Down it comes again. Collier taps it down to Mitchell. Another important player. Luke Price has got it. On the right boot he goes. Long kick in the direction down there. As up they flies. Bell's the target. Over the back area it's going to be Deacon. First game back for 3 weeks. He puts it into a dangerous position. Running on it quickly there is Jews. Well done there by Brad Hicks. So he managed to knock the ball out of the hands. And we're going to have a boundary throw in 5 metres around. from the Nelson Bay goals. No scorers yet.
Smart kick, wasn't it, guys? Right in front of in the danger spot and danger area. There was no one there, but he gave them every chance to run onto it.
The ball comes back into play. They go again. Down there was Murphy, but tapped down quickly. And away it goes. Here, clearing kick, and Brasington, the person we talked about earlier on, the captain of Singleton. Where's he take? Looks like he's playing up forward. He's looking for a target. Not much movement there. Goes in, goes around the man on the mark. Got around Peelter there a little bit too easy, but good tackling there. Coming back quickly was Grenier. Turned it over there now as DeVale picks it up. He's immediately tackled there by, comes down now to Reimer on the left boot. Spearing past him. Bells his target. Over the back it goes. Lands just in front of him. Managed to get a quick handball back, but picks it up. He's immediately tackled by Bell. Ericsson's in there also. Oh, he's penalised for holding the ball.
Oh, wow. He just ran. He only had like one step and ran straight into the defender, the attacker who was doing the defending there. And yeah, a little bit harsh early, but anyway, Lukey Bell's going to take this one and potentially get Nelson Bay straight up on the board.
Yeah, just not sure what he was supposed to do. That Brad Hicks would be about 5'8". Yep. Luke Bell would be over 6 foot. I'm not sure how he was supposed to get with the balls up around his shoulder. But anyway, Luke Bell comes in for Nelson Bay. First kick. It looks good off the boot. First goal of the day, Nelson Bay. Luke Bell.
Well done, Lukey Bell. Bennett beautifully from right to left and placed it straight through the big sticks to get them underway. Quick one back to Sam Bracington there. He had the ball there. He was looking for options up forward, and he's going to get frustrated all day if he doesn't see much movement because he didn't have any options other than to try to take the man on the mark, and that's where the ball got turned over. So tough one there for Sam Bracington. He's going to really have to keep his head about him today because a lot of the ball's going to go through him, you suspect.
Yeah, just looking up forward. They've got playing up forward for Singleton. We talked about their goal. They've got Bray up there. They've got Alex Mitchell out of the square. Brasington's at centre half forward with Fordner. Also over there is Bennett. So Minard's actually playing down back today. So anyway, coming out, Ericsson gets it out. Handball's out. Over the top there it goes to right, and that's Jaden Reimer. Short kick in there. Once again looking for Bell. Over the back it goes to Darren Emmett. Good to see him back in the Nelson Bay Culls as well. He chips it in. Wow. Dangerous position. Grenier should take a mark, and he does.
Great kick.
Very disciplined play there by the Nelson Bay. Darren Emmett there. Could have had a shot on goal, but he sent it to a more dangerous position. And Grenier comes in, wastes no time. And second goal on the board there now for Nelson Bay. And they've quickly skipped out to a 12-point lead.
Yeah, very, very good discipline, as you said there, Gaz. He could have easily, first few minutes of the game, he's had every right just to blaze away, but he didn't. He showed that poise and that control just to look for Grenier in the middle and placed it perfectly.
You don't want to be too critical of Singleton, but just their coaching. They've got Alex Mitchell, who's obviously their best ball winner. He's currently sitting in the goal square at full forward.
Yep.
He needs to be in the midfield, needs to be there. Unless he's carrying an injury, he needs to actually get in there and really try and win those centre clearances.
And for what it's worth, Bo Minor, we called it last week. Yeah, I think he only kicked one or two maybe, but he had a pretty good game up front. He made a real nuisance of himself, so you'd think he'd want to do that again today.
So, throw up there. Mudd gets a tap down. Hillier does the roving for Singleton. Gets it out there quickly. There might have been Ingram, actually, and it's going to be a ball up. Right in the centre just next to the centre circles. Up we go again. No ruck can get that one. Comes down there quickly to Daff. Daff gets a handball back. He doesn't get a handball. He's now held dispossessed very quickly there. Ericsson gets a handball back there to Thompson. Thompson on the left boot. His target there once again is Emmett. Also leading up is Clayton. Aaron Clayton gets it. Plays on quickly on the right, but plenty of movement there. And it's going to be Price. And Price is going to take the mark. They're just really looking very, very dangerous. And we're only gone 5 minutes, Ivan.
Yeah, and playing pretty simple football too, guys. They're not really doing anything too flash. They're just making the runs, making the passes stick. And that's all they have to do today. And they're doing it very well early. Yeah,
they certainly look up and about, don't they, Nelson Bay?
They do.
The enthusiasm's really, really there. So they can snip a finals berth here. Price comes in. Right boot hits the ball. I think he's got it. He has.
Ooh.
Luke Price, he's first for the day. And Nelson Bay have got their third on the board, and we've only played 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're smelling blood in the water. The boys are up and about the Marlins pretty quickly. When he kicked that, he bent it back nicely with the breeze, and you could hear the cheers going around before it even went through the stick. So well done to the Bay. They're looking very, very good early. Singleton, look, we said last week they let a few early ones go and then they just chased all day. They can't afford to do that again today, Gaz.
Yeah, look, it's a bright day. It's a very hard track, fast track here. So if they're going to allow the Nelson Bay midfielders, which are really competent players, some of the best in the competition, they need to really tighten them up. As Mudd comes in, gets a tap down there. Out it comes in now. Price picks it up. Immediately going to handball it back. It goes to Thompson. He's been very prominent early. Kicks it in long. Bell's the target again. Bell reaches up. Gets it in his hands. And a good solid mark from Ben Thompson. Another kick out of the middle, another centre clearance. And we're going to end up with another shot on goal for Nelson Bay.
Yeah, really good kick out of the centre of the ground there. It was a long probing kick and looking for his man up front. And Lukey Bell obliged by taking a very, very good mark. And here he is again, lining it up the old style. Put the ball in front of your face, 2 hands, walks in slowly. Minard standing the mark, but he's not going to be able to do much from there. And Luke Bell says it go through for another one. And the boys have clapped it through for the Marlins, 4th of the day already.
Yet second goal there to Luke Bell, and certainly the warning signs are certainly ringing at the moment for Singleton. They need to really try and control the midfield. They're able to get out the back Nelson Bay, and then one from there. And Ben Thompson, he's certainly been up and about early. We've only been going 6 minutes, but he would have probably had half a dozen possessions. So looking really strong at the moment. They just need now to really tighten up, and not even so much their back line. Just the way the ball's coming in through the other centre of the ground. They've got plenty of players moving, so. It could be in for a tough day for the Roosters unless they can tighten up in the middle. Well,
already they've moved Mitchell back. He's out of the square now. He's just standing at the back of the centre circle there because they need to do something to stop the bleeding. They've already moved him. He's already marshalling some of his troops around.
Up there goes McPherson now. He gets it immediately tackled by Nelson Bay. Opposite there is Mitchell. Straight away, as we mentioned, goes over the top there. Out it goes to Sainsbury. He's out up there against Graham. Bring Graham in the headgear. Gets it. He's a little terrier. He goes up, picks the ball. Sainsbury immediately tackles him. The ball's now in dispute. Picked up there by Nelson Bay. He's immediately tackled. We're going to have a ball up.
Yeah, that far side of the ground, Gaz, it seems to go there a lot when we go up here at Dick Burwell, the thick post. I haven't talked about my famous thick post yet, but no doubt they'll come into play.
Certainly will. Once again there, is picked up by McPherson. He's trying to get out, immediately tackled by Ryman. Well done there by Singleton. Out comes there now to Ingram. Ingram in a hurried handball. Very tight, very tough in there at the moment. They're looking for both sides, looking to try and get it out in the clear. So it goes there now. Is that picked up by Grenier? He's able to get it out. Now it comes there. Back it comes to Joel Erickson. So Joel Erickson gets it out in the open. Price isn't leading Murphy in the race for the ball, but the boundary line is going to be the winner. You're going to have a boundary throw in.
A lot of players around the ball there, Gaz. There's a big pack of players, and it was the best way to get it out was just to look for the handball, long handball out of the pack, and he did that well.
Yeah, and that's good play by Singleton. That's what they need to do at the moment. They've got to get it into a pack situation, get into stoppages just to stem the flow of play. Down goes Collie. He gets it down there. Beautifully rode there. Thompson gets it. He's immediately tackled by Daff. Should be penalised, and he does. Good decision there by umpire Mills, and the free kick is going to go to Sam Daff. So Daff now on the right boot. Quickly plays on quickly. Brashington's going to be his target. Up against Dylan Stewart. The wing gets a hold of that, and Stewart takes it on the mark. He immediately comes out to the broadcast side to DeVale. DeVale gets it. Plenty of runners going past here. Out it comes to Blake Erickson. Blake Erickson, a short kick there to Clayton. Clayton getting his away now. He's on the centre wing. Who's his next target? He goes inboard to Blake Erickson, who's continued to run. On the left boot now. He's looking in there. A scrubby old kick, however, off. Smothered there by Ingram. He picks it up himself, though. Gets the handball back. Can't see now because of the temp, but don't worry. Darren Emmett's got it. He spears it in there, and Alex Mitchell will take the mark. At centre half back for Singleton. On the kick, up in the air. Who's going to mark that? Brasington's got the sit. Up he flies. Good mark.
Well,
Sam
good
Brasington.
mark.
He gets it there. Where's his next target, though? He just needs to hold it up. Good kick out there. Good option. Good vision. And it's marked out there. I think that might be Daff again. It is on the right boot. He goes in line. Target is looking in there for Sam Howard. Up there, another youngster. Goes in there also. It's Bray. Now to go in the goal square. How's it going to go? Sainsbury's got it on the left boot. Quickly in there again. As Howard goes in there. Also in there. His head over the ball there is Graham. Unlucky probably not to get a free kick for high contact, but they're in there now. And they're going to call for a ball up.
Yeah, you can see he was looking for Sammy Howard. He was all by himself at the far side of the pack, but he just couldn't get the kick over to him. If he had got it, no doubt he'd be lining up for a goal now. Yeah,
good build-up, however, there that time by Singleton. Brasington. Great tap there to Bray. Out it comes then in deep in the pocket. Comes back there now. Mitchell's going to get it. Also in there is Deacon. Deacon's got his head over the ball. Picks it up. Gets a handball down. Under pressure. Good work there by the Singleton forward line. Once again, that was the real strong point of their game last week was their pressure inside forward 50s. McPherson again. He picks it up. He tackles first, then grabs the ball second. And we're going to have another ball up.
This is a bit better from Singleton now. They're starting to just get into the game a little bit more.
Even their structure looks really good out there now. They're well structured. Yep. The ball should be hard to get out there. Good tap down that comes down now. As Louis Dew gets a handball down to Blake Erickson. He's under pressure with the handball and he can't find his brother Joel. And we're going to have a boundary throw him.
Look, it was a really point you made there with Mitchell up front. Maybe they just thought they were going to get an easy breakaway and try to push it up early and try to get an early goal. It just didn't work for him and backfired really badly. But here they go again now through Mitchell.
Mitchell. He's going to have a snap at goal. Wynn's going to get hold of that, though. We should get through for the first score of the day to Singleton. It's behind. So much better play by Singleton, but it's Nelson Bay who got off to the flyer. 4 goals in the first 6 minutes of play, and they lead 4 straight 24 to Singleton, 0-1, 1 behind.
They need to hold it in here, Singleton. They've got a good wall of defence sitting around the 50 mark. They just need to make sure they can keep it up this end of the park for as long as they possibly can.
Stewart goes out to the far side. It's going to fall just outside the 50-metre mark. Picked up there immediately. I think that might be out. There is it. Reimer comes out a handball over the top. Back there, fumbled there by the single. This is Jaden Reimer now. He picks it up and he's away. Arches the back and goes through the centre. Spearing kick in there. Bell's on the lead. Emmett falling back. It falls in between the two of them. Sits on its end. Emmett taps over. Very clever play to Green. He can't quite grab it though. Singleton have been able to get it there, but immediately tackled. Back to Emmett now on the right boot. A scrubby old kick forward. Where's it going to bounce? It's going to bounce out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Quick transition to play there by Nelson Bay. Good to see Jaden Reimer, a talented young player, just arch the back and stream through the centre of the ground. And a kick in there. Just didn't quite find it. Fell in between Emmett, fell in between Bell.
Yep. Yeah, look, 2 or 3 kicks straight at the middle of the park, and they've just made the transition very well.
So in we come. Boundary throwing. Up it comes Bell. Up against Collier. Collier wins a tap down.
Whoa,
immediately tackled there.
tackle.
Good tackle there was on Whitehead, but it quickly comes out there now. At the back is Thompson. Thompson's in everything at the moment. He gets it. Throws to shrug a tackle. Back it comes to Jaden Reimer. He overruns it, however. In there is Bray. Handball the back, but only as far as Mudd. Mudd gets a handball, but he only handballs as far as Ingram. Back it comes now to Collier. Says, I'll have a kick, thank you. But it's all Nelson Bay and Dylan Stewart on his own. He gets there. Good pressure by Brassington, however. But Stewart's good enough to get out to Val. Drop what he should have taken. And Bray there, who was in a defensive element. He's got a kick in there. We've got a foot race on here now. Dylan Stewart against Brassington. Going across there to help him out is Pilston. And Stewart's able to pick it up, and he's going to clear for Nelson Bay. Out it goes there. DeVal's his target. Misses him. Ball, bad bounce. Comes out there. Bray picks it up. He gets it on the boot. Smothered by Ben Grace. And Grace there. He's happy to see the ball go out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Couldn't take a trick, Dylan Stewart. Turned over here, went back, did the good work, the hard work to getting the ball back, and then put another kick in that just didn't fall for him at all, and his teammates got the bad bounce.
Yeah, good work by Sam Bray. He was in defence, followed up there, so he made 2 or 3 really good contests now. Sam Daff gets it, ball swinging around. How's it going to go? But Dylan Stewart's there, gets a hand on the ball, and knocks it out of bounds for a boundary throw in. 10 metres around from the Singleton behind post. They've able to steady now. Singleton still trailing by 23 points after the early onslaught from the Marlins.
Yeah, looking much better, Singleton. And this is the sad thing. It happened last week to them. They got themselves behind in goals, but they're actually not playing too bad footy now.
Collier gets a tap down, but roved by roved there by Ben Clayton. Out it comes there now, looking for Woods. Woods going to pick it up, gets a handball back to Erickson, but just too swift to mix him. Good pressure by Sam Howard, the youngster from Singleton. We're going to have a boundary throw in.
Good thing is you can hear a lot of talking coming out of the Roosters too, which is nice, because when they start dropping heads and voices disappear, you know they're in trouble.
So boundary throw in we go. Down it comes there now. Tapped over from down it comes to Howard. He picks it up. Well done by Howard. He gets it on a banana kick there. Goes into a dangerous position. Stewart in front of Singleton. Bounces over the top. Clayton comes in. He misses him. Back up. Well done to Daff. And Daff has a snap at goal. He just misses again. And good play. Encouraging play there by...
Yeah, it was Brassington and Daff. They did a good job both. And great work too by the Singleton guys. They just actually keep pushing forward. They're playing their game. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball, guys.
Yeah, certainly are. Certainly are. It's good work by Singleton. They're coming back into it. So it comes there now, under pressure there now. As Collier's going to pick it up now. He's going to get it back into play. They're certainly playing much better at the moment. It's up in the air. Who's the target? Daff's down there. Grace is down there. The ball's allowed to bounce. It's fallen now. He's got it in the pocket. He's immediately tackled by Nelson Bay's Grace. But Daff picks it up again. He steps into a dangerous area. Graham can't quite get his hand on it against Mudd. Comes across there now as Sainsbury up against Coburn. And he's going to see the ball thrown in.
You just feel like they're one clean possession off a goal here at the moment. See, they're doing a lot of scrapping, a lot of pushing, but they just need one clean mark, and that's all over. Yeah. They'll get the rewards.
Boundary throw-in again. Up it comes. Down it comes there. In front there is Collier. He's a real hard man to move when he gets in front there. He's tapped it straight down. We're going to have another ball up. Yeah, dangerous area for Singleton.
And dangerous thing about Nelson Bay is they can rebound this very quickly if Singleton aren't careful.
Collier taps it down there as it comes out, and they're immediately taken. That might have been, it might have been Faulkner there. Comes back to McPherson. He's immediately tackled by Thompson. It's going to be called play on. It's going to be another ball up.
Plenty of bodies around the ball again, guys. We've only got a couple of guys past halfway. Everyone else pretty much is in the forward 50 now.
Come there. Collier stands up. It's going to be a free kick. Should be paid to Collier. High tackle.
Gets it.
And Chris Collier. It's going to be a free kick. You always see that coming. Well, there's a lot of ball ups, a lot of contested area there in front of goal. We had to give one way or another. And once again, once you get in front, he's a hard man to move. And Chris Collier is going to come in, try and kick Singleton's first goal of the day. Comes in. Right boot hits the ball. I think he went under the man on the mark, and there's your post.
There's my thick post. Thank you very much. I'll just get the dirty look from the Singleton siren blower over the corner there. Sorry about that.
And no, look, that's a bad miss from Chris. They really needed that to turn that good pressure into the goals. But anyway, it wasn't to be as Ericsson brings it in now to Grinya. Grinya straight down the ground. His target there. Up it goes his Jews. Over the back is DeVal. Handball over across there now to Jaden Rhymer. On the right boot, an open forward line. Bell leads out. It's going to land in front of him again. Immediately up against him is Maynard. And they see the ball out of bounds. But it took all of 3 kicks and they took it from one end of the ground to the other. Mentioned windy. If the reserve grade game probably favoured the other end of the ground. So...
And the dangerous thing for Singleton is, Gaz, as we've talked about last week, is they play that really close-in game, and when the ball does break, they're so exhausted from all that heavy work in the middle that it does take them time to get back into position, and Nelson Bay certainly would be the fitter team you would expect.
Exactly. Comes in there, falls in short. Clayton Red at the best. Snaps is going to bounce over his head, though. Where's it go once, twice, and through for a behind. First minor score for Nelson Bay. 16.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's Nelson Bay leading 4-1-25. Singleton 3 behind. They come out now to Brad Hicks on the back pocket. Looks out wide. Who's his next target? It's not going to reach the next target. Although it does. It goes over the head of Blake Ericsson. Tim DeVal's there. Gets a handball onto the skipper in Ericsson. A short kick in there. Looking in there. Oh, classy play by Clayton. Stuck the mid out. Stuck and managed to control it beautifully.
Beautiful one.
And Aaron Clayton, the Granlund medal winner from last year. There's the First Division best and fairest player. Well decorated from the RAF. And he's going to line up and have a shot from goal and try and put Nelson Bay's 5th on the board. Probably be about 40 metres out.
Tough little kick.
Yeah, it will be a tough kick. You'll need to go to the left upright. He goes to the left upright, left
indeed.
goal. Yeah,
he does
and
indeed.
he does. That's a great kick. Oh, no, he's called it through for behind.
I don't know, mate. It looked pretty clean from here.
Yeah, they might have went down from the angle that we're at. It might have kept coming around behind the point post.
Fair enough.
They bring it in quickly. It clears the play. When their mark taken there, go quickly to Singleton. That's a nice long kick. Clears everybody over Ericsson. Comes into Braxton. He gets it immediately tackled by Payne. Gets a little handball back to himself. Then he's immediately tackled by Grinya to help Payne. Back it comes to Stewart. Stewart now comes out. Goes through the centre of the ground. Good play by the defender. On the right, but good vision. He's found Aaron Clayton. Aaron Clayton gets it now. He goes back. Wants to get on the right boot. Then slips the handball across to Darren Emmett. Emmett lines it up. Don't worry about that one. That's not going behind the post. That's going straight through the middle for the Marlins. They're 5th for the day. And they now skip out to a 29-point lead.
Great kick, Darren Emmett. Just lined it up. Made the most of every opportunity he had there and probably thought a little bit about what happened to his teammate before. So he put it in exactly the spot it needed to, and it was lovely, lovely work from Darren Emmett and great work by the Marlins across all players at the forward line there. So well done to the Marlins. They're just going to keep pushing away on the scoreboard here, and the Roosters, again, we talk about it. You got to make the most of your opportunities, Gaz, and they had enough over that end to probably get their goal.
Yeah, look, and you have a shot at goal at one end and miss it, and then you go down the other and they convert. So it actually really becomes an 11-point play effectively.
Yep. Collier would love to have it again, no doubt, but you can't dwell on the past, you only look at the future.
And straight in the future, and that is Blake Ericsson. Out it goes again, a spearing kick in there. There's Reimer's his target, and Jaden Reimer on the lead. Takes the mark again. Once again, another centre clearance break. The Nelson Bay skipper, and it's just, without the pressure through the middle, he gained with an open forward line, the classy player like Reimer is. He's not going to let you down there in a good mark, and he's going to line up for his first goal of the game. 30 metres out. 45-degree angle, comes in, ball hits it. He likes it. It's going to go across the face, however. It goes through for a behind.
Yeah, it looked pretty nice off the boot, but not quite straight enough.
Yeah.
Once again, the Roosters have got to work this out.
Oh, well, that's not going to help out. It comes in there as Emmett takes the mark. Play on's a call. You didn't get it the first time. It goes back there now to Ericsson under pressure. Handball by Deacon to nobody in particular. Ericsson goes in and picks it up, however. Handballs it back quickly. It goes there to Nichols. He handballs it back to Grinya on the left boot. He pops it up. Collie should take this. He spoils. Good work. Punch there away by Bennett. Wilkes there. Bad bounce for Wilkes. Back to Grinya on the handballs across there. Goes back there now to Bell. Back to Thompson on the right boot. Who's his target out there? Deacon's a target. He's up there. Good pressure, however, from the Singleton defender. Comes out there by Smith it was, but it comes back there. Price. He goes one way, goes the other. Has a snap at goal. They're calling for touch. Not going to be touch, so it's going to be given a goal. Hang on, we're going to have a review. What do you think, Ivan? We'll probably go to you for this one.
They're going to go to the camera on the cap, mate. Just have a look on the box, see what happened.
It's going to be a goal, though. And it is. Luke Price's second's going to be goal. And it is.
No video review.
Price's second for the day. Nelson Bay 6th. And they've skipped away again out to a 6-goal lead. And we're almost approaching quarter time.
Just really like what Nelson Bay are doing. The ability and the composure of some of their players just to go backwards a few plays, just to make sure they can reset and then go again. And that's exactly, what they did with Benny Thompson. He went right back outside his 50 and then put a beautiful kick back in. So the ability to have that composure just says a lot about the Nelson Bay side and how well they've progressed in the first season back in the top flight.
Yeah, look, they've got a really, really talented young group, but when you throw into that some experienced heads there in Thompson, Clade and Grinya, they had that little bit of experience in there, and it certainly helps those youngsters out.
Absolutely.
And, of course, you've got Blake Erickson. He's only 21 himself, but he's one of the prime best players in our competition. As out it comes again, as Joel Erickson's his brother, comes in there, he forces the ball forward. As Graham's going to pick it up, but Thompson, the person we spoke about before, he was able to smother that, but well done to Ben Graham. He gets it out quickly to McPherson. He's immediately dispossessed, but Graham goes in again, but so does Nelson Bay. They're certainly desperate today. Kicks in. Hicks got a good pick up by Brad Hicks. Gets a quickly kick. Who's going to be meeting the ball? It's all Nelson Bay at the moment. Overrun, however. Bray puts a hip and shoulder on, but Nelson Bay have got the numbers as it comes from DeVale out to Blake Erickson. Kicks in there looking for Deacon, and Brian Deacon takes it. Overrunning there with Smith, so Deacon's away. Not the best kick in the world, but Clayton should be good enough to get it. He does that. Goes there, immediately tackle. Gets a handball inboard. Picked up there now by the Nelson Bay play. Gets it in there to Erickson. Chips it across there. Well done there. And once again, the experience, and he finds Chris Eddy, who's taken the mark inside the forward 50, and the youngster in his first year of senior football for Nelson Bay will go back, have a shot for goal. He might be a little bit out of his range, so he's looking for the pass, and the lead's coming out there from Jaden Ryan, but the kick's not the best, and it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, his disposal let him down a little bit there, but again, we talked about the experienced players, and Blake Erickson, as you said, young but old head on his shoulders, just a perfect little kick across to Chris Eddy, who he knew his limitations pretty quickly, and you called it on him early, and so he just went for an option that just failed.
So boundary throwing again. Down it comes there to Price. Goes over the back. Back to Nelson Bay. They've got numbers. Grinya on the right, but he has a stab. It's going to go in the square. Reimer's in there. We've given a free kick down the ground. Yep. Once again, disciplined play. Dispossessed after he got rid of the ball. It's going to be Aaron Clayton. He's going to have a kick at goal. Right in the goal square. And Clayton should be coming. He should be able to kick his first for the day.
Yeah, he'd certainly back him from here. Short price favourite. And he's going to make no mistake.
And he does. That's a goal to Clayton. 7 on the board for Nelson Bay before quarter time. And they're certainly well in control of this game, Ivan.
They'd be very, very happy with this opening quarter. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Get out there early. Get in there, boys. Make it a no-comp test after the first quarter if you can. And that's exactly what they've done for their coach. And they've shot out very, very nicely the blocks. And as you said, and we alluded to earlier in the call, they need to win this game to keep their finals hope alive. And if they do, they're up against Cardiff, who will probably have a tough time about it today. And all of a sudden, next week's game, there'll be Cardiff and Nelson Bay that almost will determine that fourth spot. So there's plenty of reasons for Nelson Bay to be playing this type of football today.
Goes Mudd, gets it tapped out again. Well taken there by Nelson Bay. Out it comes there now to Wood. He handballed it back to Thompson. He's certainly been prominent. He's kicking in there. Targeting there is Reimer. Going back is Deacon. Reimer picks it up on the bounce. Handball it back in there. Goes to his brother. Jared lines it up. Jared on the right boot. Sprays it to the right.
Pushes it right.
Another behind at Nelson Bay. 7-4-46. Just the 3 behinds to Singleton. We've played 24 minutes in the first quarter. So nearly quarter time. Singleton will be looking forward to the quarter time break as Minard kicks it out long to the far side. Graham's his target, but over the top there. A good mark taken by Darren Pilston. Pilston on the left, right bit. Looks in short. He's got plenty of numbers there as Singleton. Good play there, but it's going to come to the pack. Going to be there. Push to the side. Nearly got a free kick. However, to Nelson Bay. Comes out there now. Good work by Price. Handballs it inboard. Got the numbers. Singleton got numbers back, however, as well. Defending grimly at the moment. They've let 7 goals on the board already. They don't want to let another one in before quarter time, and we have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, they really need to put the wall up now, guys. There would only be a couple of minutes left at best, and they don't want to concede anymore. But there's still a lot of hard work to be done by the Roosters, and they don't look too bad when they get it past the middle of the field. It's the middle part that's letting them down.
Yeah, look, and I think it looks to me from here that Nelson Bay would be kicking with the aid of the win. So how good much that is, certainly not a 7-goal win, nowhere like that. But Hicks gets it under pressure. Murley gets it out there though to Collier. Collier takes mark. Call play on, not 15's a call. So he goes out the far side. Brasington at the boundary line's going to win. And we're going to have another boundary throw in.
Yeah, you can see how far they pushed up the ground there, guys. They're a long way up.
Yeah, certainly not a 7-goal win. There's no doubt about that. And but they're going to have the opportunity in the second quarter to see what they can do and try and maintain possession. Because they probably had a period of 5 to 10 minutes where they were able to really nullify and bring the game back to an even keel. But on the break, Nelson Bay looked so much better, so more skilled and polished.
They do. They can get it from their defensive 50 to their attacking 50 very, very well. That's where Singleton are having the trouble. So it's all one way. When Singleton get into their forward 50, they can hold in there for a while like they show they can. It's the midfield that they just can't contain over Nelson Bay.
As Brasington gets it, kicks it along. He'd love to kick it down to himself, but he's not able to kick it. Comes out there now. Good work out there. I think it was Ingram who got that, and he immediately tackled by Nelson Bay. Comes out the back there. Comes out to Joel Harrison. Gets a handball back to Ben Thompson. Immediately tackled by first Daff and then McPherson. He runs into the wall. Play under call. And the siren has sounded. And at quarter time at Dick Burwell Oval, Nelson Bay. And it's the home side playing in front of their 1984 and 1994 premiership players for the reunion here. It's Nelson Bay, 7-4-46, leading Singleton 3 behinds.
Goal kickers for Nelson Bay goes Adam Grenier with 1, Aaron Clayton with 1, and Darren Emmett with 1. Luke Bell and Luke Price, the two Lukes, have got 2 goals each. Singleton yet to trouble the goal tally. So all Nelson Bay as we start early. Good to see the Cameronelli get blown off the roof there when the siren sounded right behind his ears. Nice bit of entertainment up here. And it's all ahead of Singleton already, guys.
Yeah, look, they're under the pump. There's no doubt about that. Nelson Bay look switched on, very, very polished, very clean, and they'll be keen to build on this in the second quarter.
All right, we'll have a small break and we'll be back for the second quarter of the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup.